Hey there, we are back again with episode 3, A Period of Transformation. In the last episode, we showed you the origins and early stages of popular Filipino soap opera cliches, starting from Hiwaga sa Bahay na Bato to Umulan Man o Umaraw. We have traveled through time and now we are going back to the present. Because in this episode, we will focus more on the telenovelas from the 2000s to the 2020s and learn about specific tropes that we always see in the Filipino teleseries. This is Dissecting the Cliches in Filipino Telenovelas. Let's start with number 1, DNA test. The switched babies cliche would be incomplete without DNA test. It's always a good and very impactful way to present a plot twist or revelation that the viewers are yearning for. The episode where DNA tests appear is always one of the most important ones, with the people glued to their television screens and exclaiming, "Sabi ko na nga ba?" And I am guilty of doing that too. In GMA's I Can See You Alternate, we can see this as the main character Nate finds an opportunity to change his life when he discovers he has an identical twin, Michael. Nate, wanting to quit being a pushover to his abusive adoptive father, asks Michael to pose as him, but unknown to Nate, his twin has an ulterior motive. Michael wants to steal Nate's life and everything that comes with it, including his wife Sheila. Now that's a dramatic plot. I can see why people like it. Another example is from Nang Ngumiti ang Langit, which tells the story of a young and bright girl Mikmik who lives with her mother Ella and her adoptive grandmother Esther in a quiet province. Everything changes when Ella is diagnosed with leukemia the same time Mikmik discovers her true relations to Divina Salvador, a wealthy businesswoman. In order to pay for her mother's medication, Mikmik, with the help of Esther, visits Divina but is rejected as Ella is blamed for her stepbrother Eric's death. Ella then dies and Mikmik is taken by Ruth, her late mother's best friend, to live with the Salvadors. This is just too sad for a daytime TV series, don't you think? But cheer up because the next trope is my personal favorite. Bida never dies. And what better way to show this than to reference Ang Provinciano? With its 7 years of airing on television, I am sure you all already know the plot of this teleserye. But just in case you don't, it is the story of Cardo Dalisay as he faces terrorists, drug dealers, and other criminals in the country. He faced death so many times, I'm sure San Pedro was already so sick of him. Guns, knives, and bombs, that's no match for him. Another undead character is Nympha from 2017's Impostora. Nympha is an ugly street vendor who willingly undergoes surgery and complete facial reconstruction to pretend to be Rosette, a wealthy and beautiful but unhappily married wife. She took over Rosette's life as an imposter. She also faced death in the show, but of course, the usual bida contra bida plot twist is for her to magically appear and be like, "Yes, bitches, I'm alive!" Now the next one is an absolute classic, Rags to Riches. Everybody just adores this because who doesn't fantasize about being suddenly rich, am I right? Examples of this are Pusong Ligaw and Little Princess, which are both good teleseries, but the trope does kinda get old. Number 4, Langit Ka, Lupa Ako. It sure sounds dramatic, but teleserie fans know this one by heart. It's about a poor main character falling for a rich love interest. A very well-loved example of this is Be Careful with My Heart, which was released in 2012. It's about a maid named Maya who falls in love with her employer, Sir Chief. This wholesome show captured the hearts of Filipinos and was one of ABS-CBN's most successful programs. And last but not the least, The Mistress. Now this is such a Filipino soap opera trademark. I swear nobody does it better than us. Did you all see The Legal Wife? What about Ika-6 na Utos? Whew! Just thinking about them makes my blood boil with excitement. The intense fights, the slapping, and the hair pulling. And that's all for this mini-series Dissecting the Cliches in Filipino Telenovelas. And before we say goodbye, we want to hear from you guys. What is your favorite Filipino cliche? Comment them down below. Until next time!